my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my balls, my somebody stop, somebody come and get me. Little did I know that the Lord was riding with me. The dark, the light, my heart, the fight, the wrong, the right is gone.
What's going on out there, YouTube family? Got my man Nature here, Big Goat, yo. Got my man here, Lucas Moore, Earth 2 Comcast. We in here, we about to go and check out Wonder Woman Bloodlines. We'll give you guys a review a little bit later on tonight. Y'all be ready for it. It's gonna be crazy. Alright, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel Leggett, here representing JVS. We are here at New York Comic Con 2019. We just got out of the Wonder Woman Bloodlines panel / screening of the movie. It releases tonight at midnight, I think.
Tonight at midnight digitally.
I have here your boy, Lucas Moore, Earth 2 Comcast. To the left or right, depending on where you're looking. I got my man Nate.
It's always gonna be your left.
Big Old Podcast. What's going on, you guys? Alright, so we're gonna do a quick review of this movie, non-spoiler. What did y'all think about the movie?
I thought it was pretty dope, pretty cool. Great action.
Yeah, I agree.
Subpar dialogue. The storyline was pretty cool too.
I gotta be honest, this wasn't one of my favorite DC animated films. It had a good message. The voice acting work was stellar. And I thought the dialogue in the movie was really sharp too. But the first part of the movie, what's so funny?
Nah,
You said dialogue
we'll
was
see.
good.
We'll talk about it. We'll go into that.
Yeah, the dialogue. I thought the dialogue was good. I didn't think the overall story was good. And I thought the beginning part of the movie, we've seen it in other animated films.
Yeah.
We know Bloodlines. We know we're talking Wonder Woman origin story. So I feel like they focus a little bit too much on something that, if you've been a fan of the DC animated movies for a long time, that we probably could have utilized that time for something else. But again, I thought DC animation films, the animation is always good. The voice, they typically do a really good job in casting because they get fans of these characters. The dialogue between the characters was good. The story and the message for the story I thought was good. The story I just didn't think was as good as they've done in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree that this is a rehash of the first Wonder Woman movie and the live-action Wonder Woman movie. I think they tried to go and do a certain arc in connection with Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman where they had never touched that with the Justice League War, because this movie initially in the beginning takes place before Justice League War, and then it picks back up from where the last movie stopped off at. Now, I didn't really have a problem with that, but it kind of felt like a waste of time, almost. The biggest issue that I really kind of had with this movie was the dialogue. To be fair though, I was really sleepy. I legit came in today at 3 o'clock in the morning. I think I've only got maybe like 2 hours of sleep. And so I was in and out, like for real, as far as sleep's concerned, while I was watching this movie. But there were certain dialogue choices that were made that I was like, man, this dialogue ain't as good or sharp as even the first 2007 Wonder Woman animated movie. I just didn't like what was said, and it didn't make sense. And not just that, the setup that they did to go back, I was like, the Steve Trevor arc didn't go anywhere. They induced a couple other new villain aspects of the movie, but to be fair, I didn't think that arc went anywhere. The biggest thing for me was the action was dope. The action was actually really on point. I think they did a really good job with the animation. I think the voice acting work was pretty good. It's just I didn't like where it was written for them. And maybe that partly, like you said, was catered to where the story actually went. Nothing really ultimately happened. And it's kind of like we're back to square one. But that's not to say this isn't an enjoyable action film. It's just merely just an action-based animation film where they've done a lot more deeper storylines in the past, in my personal opinion.
I feel it felt the same way that I felt that Aquaman was. Same way where a lot of it felt pointless at the beginning. You don't really see true arcs in characters. But it's just a story just to give you the backstory of another character. I mean, they've been famous for only giving you backstories of Superman or Batman 5 or 6 or 35 times. So they figured we'll finally give you a backstory of Wonder Woman after the movie, which felt at times unnecessary. Again, I like the story overall, but I absolutely hated the dialogue because it felt like at times they were reaching down to the black friend. Like it just felt that way for me.
See, and that's why I beg a little bit different. So first of all, Jeffrey Donovan, who voices Steve Trevor, and Rosario, the GOAT Dawson, who voices Wonder Woman for all these years that people probably ain't giving her the respect she deserves for it. The two of them, the chemistry between the two of them, and we know the love aspect between the two of them. I thought that the conversation between them really provided a really good comedic relief. That this movie that has such a strong narrative, and that's where the narrative of, I think they wanted to execute. That's where I feel like they tried too hard. So where they wanted to push the whole, and I don't want to spoil some things, but other for societal things that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Some of these characters was clearly injected for that reason, which felt a little bit like of a try-hard. And I think right now when we're talking about inclusion and women equality, that it should not be like a spotlighted thing, like look at women doing women things. It should just be like, you're women, you can kick ass, go kick ass, you know? It don't have to always be so grandstand. So I feel like there was some characters that was in here that was just like, hey, I'm gonna try to do this so you guys could like clearly focus on like, this is what I'm doing. You know, and some of the dialogue around that was kind of like, okay, because, you know.
Because it was technically forced.
Yeah, exactly. It was forced. It was definitely forced. So that's where my issue is with it. But I thought with the focal points of it, I thought Princess Diana, our mom, I thought that was really good. And again, the Steve Trevor and her mom was his dad.
Nah, the only reason I said that is because the queen in this one is cutthroat.
Yeah,
like I think she might be the most hardcore version of that character, which I appreciated because I was like, damn, she's stones. But no, I think there's something to that. I think there are certain characters that just didn't need to really be there.
The black friend. Unnecessary.
They did something with her arc that was misleading. There's a dialogue choice that I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait to the end of the credits and see something, and it just didn't go anywhere. But either way, I mean, I think if you want to see a dope, you know, action-based Wonder Woman film, I think you'll have a lot of fun with this one. But honestly, the 2007 animation one, I think that's still the best Wonder Woman action one that they've done. Because the reason why I say that is because from beginning to end, it just didn't hold back. Everything that was kind of happening to the narrative was to kind of push the narrative one way versus like, you got all these offshoot things that are kind of happening throughout the remainder of the animation for this one. But I do think that, you know, technology is better. I think they got a stellar cast, and I can't wait to see what the next Justice League animation movie that they do for real now.
Well, we know what it is. I don't know if we can say it, but we know what it is.
Yeah, they said it. They said it in San Diego. Yeah. I would say that San Diego.
They said you popped in there. They said, and for the next.
But that's not, I'm talking about the Justice League.
I mean, they're all connected in a sense.
Yeah, so you know, you got the offshoot ones that kind of like eventually probably gonna do Kingdom Come. They're gonna do the Superman Red Son that's already been announced. But I'm talking about like part of this 52 universe.
Okay. I think Superman Red Son will be made the way Death of Superman was made to fit into the universe. Like this actually picks up after Reign of Superman from Steve Trevor saying what he said to Diana in it. It picks up immediately after that.
Yeah, this does. But I'm saying like they always each year they have like this one movie that's not connected to the connective tissue to the rest of them.
Oh, that's another Batman movie.
And
that's gonna be another Batman movie.
And I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. But I mean, I don't know. What would we give this a number? It's gonna be a little low.
Really? I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. I'm gonna do 10. A 7 out of 10 because the action is some of the best I've seen them do.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I don't even know what to rate it because I got to think when I kind of rated the other ones to kind of engage where I would put this one because this is again wasn't one of my favorites, but it is a watch. It's absolutely a watch considering now that things are digitized. You can probably catch this on the DC Universe app, which means you're going to have good access to it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say skip it. I'm going to definitely say if there's an opportunity to watch it, go forth and do that. But would I be standing in line at Best Buy for that hard copy for this one? Nah. Nah. But I will say this, honestly, Rosario Dawson doesn't get enough credit for her work as Wonder Woman. She's super committed to this character, and you see it within everything, especially with this movie showing a lot of Princess Diana's vulnerability. You see her passion for this character pour out into a voice actor role. So you're going to definitely get your money there. And again, the chemistry between her and Steve Trevor, I think, it's absolutely good. You'll get tons of laugh as well as the good animation in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, I think y'all helped turn me around a little bit. Not just that. I got a little bit of bias. I was half asleep throughout most of the time. But to be fair, like it was definitely really good action. Chemistry was definitely there as far as the voice acting cast, regardless of some characters that didn't need to be there. I think personally I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. I've just seen them push the boundaries of narrative and even like connective tissue with some of the stuff they've done in the comics from an animation standpoint. That, I mean, this just didn't hit that bar. That's not to say that this isn't something you should definitely check out. Definitely, if you want to add it to your Rose Gallery, definitely do that. But I mean, honestly, if you have DC Universe, I'd say pitch that. Because it's going to be on the DC Universe app anyway, and it's going to be eventually on HBO Max. So definitely go and check it out. I highly recommend you check it out.
Also, quick little Easter egg in this movie, sort of sad. A lot of people, this may not be a popular opinion, but I'm just going to say it. One of my favorite voice actors, Ray Chase, is who plays the voice for Noctis in Final Fantasy 15. He is secretly planted in this movie in a warehouse scene. So if you pay attention, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, and he's done some other voice acting work as well, but notably as Noctis, Ray Chase's voice is in this movie. He's one of my favorite voice actors. Yeah, we're live at
The
live
craziness in the background at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And check out the Ant-Man and Wasp of the DC Animated Universe.
Yeah. But hopefully you guys did enjoy our interesting review. We'll have some more reviews and more discussions coming up soon. I'm gonna go get some sleep. But I don't know if I did good at this review or not. But keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Y'all have a blessed one. Oh, y'all wanna plug y'all's stuff?
Description.
Go to the description bar below. Peace, guys.